can be no doubt that something horrible happened.
For years, stories about a lost city inside the Grand Canyon sounded like legends. Strange tales told by explorers, ignored by scholars, and erased from newspapers. But today, new scans and quiet reports suggest something impossible. There are hollow spaces inside the canyon walls where no natural hollow should exist. Scientists expected solid rock. Instead, they found geometry. Perfect angles, straight lines, flat plains deep underground. Even stranger, just days after the detection was leaked, the area was suddenly marked restricted. No hiking access, no drones, and a low-flying aircraft swept the region as if watching for anyone who knew too much. For the first time in a century, official silence feels less like doubt and more like panic. If there really is a hidden structure carved inside this natural wonder, who built it? And why are we being kept from knowing the truth? In 1909, an explorer named G.E. Kincaid claimed he found something impossible while traveling the Colorado River, a carved entrance high in the canyon wall. Not a cave formed by nature, but a doorway cut into stone. Inside, he reported long halls, storage rooms, strange symbols, and what looked like living quarters built by hands skilled in stonework. He described copper tools, pottery, and even mummies, all sealed far from the world above. Newspapers printed the story. Then suddenly, they stopped. Kincaid's reports ended. His records vanished. And the Smithsonian, which he said received artifacts, denied everything. It was dismissed as rumor, a myth, until now, because modern ground scans appear to show similar straight corridors and chamber shapes in the same region, the one now closed to the public. And if Kincaid really saw an ancient complex, why did someone erase the trail behind him? Look closely at official Grand Canyon maps, and a strange pattern appears. Landmarks in the restricted region carry names like Isis Temple, Tower of Ra, Cheops Pyramid, Temple of Set, Shiva Temple, Egyptian gods, Hindu gods, ancient deities tied to creation, rebirth, and hidden worlds. Why would U.S. survey teams label a remote canyon with names connected to ancient empires thousands of miles away? Coincidence? Or recognition of something found long ago?
Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss inspiring discoveries of faith, archaeology, and prophecy. Like and share this video to a friend or family. Your support helps us to spread this word of grace.
Native tribes who lived here long before America existed tell stories too. Hopi legends speak of beings underground and the past world destroyed by flood, where only those taken below survived. If explorers, maps, and legends all point to the same mysterious area, then the question is no longer if something is there. It's who sealed it. And why scientists and officials refuse to talk about it today. Recently, researchers using ground-penetrating methods expected to see only stone beneath the canyon surface, layer after layer of untouched rock. But instead, they detected voids, not random pockets like caves. These were long shapes, straight sections, right angles, patterns that looked planned. Quietly, the team shared what they found, and just as quietly, access to the area tightened. Hiking routes near the scan site shut down without warning. Drone flights blocked. A no-fly advisory appeared. Then came the strangest sign. A low-altitude helicopter circling the exact scan zone, as if guarding something unseen. If there was nothing there, why act like there is? Scientists do not change maps. Authorities do not close land. Military aircraft do not monitor empty rock. Something triggered that response, and whatever lies under the canyon isn't natural. Not long ago, independent explorers tried to reach the rumored entrance, tracing old maps, forgotten notes, and stories passed down from river guides. They moved quietly, climbing toward a cliffside said to hide the sealed doorway. But before they reached it, a black military helicopter swept in low from the east. No markings, no warning. It circled them twice, then hovered, holding position as if sending a message. Turn back. The team retreated. This wasn't park rangers. It wasn't tourism patrol. It was military-grade equipment guarding a place the world is told is empty. Later, another group tried a different route from the low, rafting like Kincaid once did. They got near the same point. This time, an unmarked plane appeared overhead.
Coincidence happens once, not every time. Someone is watching that part of the canyon, and they're not watching for hikers. According to early reports, what Kincaid described inside wasn't crude or primitive. He spoke of smooth walls, precise chambers, and rooms carved with such skill that even modern stoneworkers questioned how it was done inside sheer rock. He claimed to see copper tools, hardened in a way experts still don't fully understand. There were storage rooms, pottery with seeds preserved in jars, even what looked like a ventilation system guiding airflow deep underground. Some accounts mention metal unlike copper, a gray sheen, heavy, almost like platinum. Whoever built this place didn't just survive, they engineered. And the symbols? Not tribal markings, not Spanish, not English. They looked Egyptian, or Asian, or something in between. A script the explorers couldn't identify. If one explorer invented this, why do modern scans now show the same structure patterns he described? And if he told the truth, why did he suddenly disappear? After Kincaid's report surfaced, a Smithsonian-linked research team was said to have followed him into the canyon. 40 men, equipment, crates ready for transport. Then, the story goes blank. The Smithsonian denied involvement. Newspapers stopped mentioning the expedition, and both Kincaid and the professor tied to the investigation vanished from public record. No retirement, no obituary, no official documents. It was as if they were erased. Meanwhile, nearby caves were sealed. Metal gates appeared in remote areas, and the federal government locked down land across 90% of the canyon. Some said it was to protect wildlife. Others whispered of artifacts removed under cover of night, evidence too disruptive to history as we know it. But if nothing was found, why close a canyon wall with steel, cement, and patrols? And why were those who searched suddenly forgotten? Long before scientists and explorers, the people of this land told a story. The Hopi speak of a time before the last great disaster, when their ancestors were guided underground by beings from the sky. They say life continued below until the world above healed, and that one day the hidden places would open again. The Zuni tell a similar tale of golden-eyed beings who lived in deep chambers and traveled in shining craft. Even the Paiute spoke of tall, strange figures who lived beneath the canyon floor. Different tribes, same direction, downward. Were these only myths, or memories passed through generations describing a civilization that moved beneath the earth, not across it. If underground chambers now appear in scans, and ancient legends pointed here first, then maybe history didn't forget a lost civilization. Maybe someone buried it. Today, technology is doing what old stories could not, forcing questions no one can ignore. Satellite imaging, LiDAR scans, and geological sensors have begun mapping the canyon in ways once impossible. And in the same forbidden zone tied to Kincaid's account, scientists quietly detected layered chambers hidden deep in stone. Not random, stacked, aligned, like floors in a buried structure. Shortly after, public access to surrounding trails tightened again. Park officials offered no clear reason. And then came one more twist, a sudden research blackout. Digital mapping files showing voids vanished from public databases. Geology reports online were edited, removing cavity readings. Nature does not hide her structure, but someone did. If this is only rock, why guard the scans? Why pull data? Why act as if something is there when officially nothing is? Something ancient may be waking in the canyon, and the world is not supposed to see it. Recently, a researcher studying fault lines near the canyon made a strange report. His sensors picked up vibration signatures from deep underground. Not seismic shifts, but rhythmic pulses, repeating, timed, almost mechanical. Days later, his project page vanished, his name removed from the study roster, and the equipment near that sector taken down without notice. At the same time, hikers reported hearing low hums at sunset, sounds rolling from the rock, then stopping suddenly as if triggered or controlled. Ancient legends say the canyon once held a people protected beneath the earth. Modern data suggests something engineered lies below, and officials are guarding it harder than ever. Maybe history wasn't lost. Maybe it was sealed. The question now isn't whether something is under the Grand Canyon. The question is, what happens if it begins to open